So I would love to get feedback on these three topics here, and then either from you or from the room on what you think. Which one do you think is the most attractive?
Okay, who's in your stadium?
Business owners, people in an audience of business owners, typically at different events.
Here is your dose of the Ultimate Sales Machine coming to you from the new edition. Visit ultimatesalesmachine.com to get your copy or multiple copies. I am your host, Amanda Holmes, CEO of Chet Holmes International. What you're about to learn has assisted 250,000 businesses to generate billions of dollars, working faster, better, smarter.
So first one is how to attract most leads out of your existing customer base. Second one is the 5-step process to turn cold leads into referral partners. Third one is untapped gold mine, the 3 hidden revenue sources you cannot afford to ignore.
Three.
Three?
Yeah, to me, that's the one that one's the one that hits the pain the most, but all of them are in the positive. So what's the opposite of that? What's the pain point that they're missing out on?
The pain point that they're missing on is they're typically hungry for leads and they don't know where their main lead is coming from or the next lead is coming from. Another pain point is they just paying a lot of money for lead generation.
You need to write that in there. Just put that in there, right? End the lead generation cost madness. Here's the 5 deadliest mistakes that you are making and wasting while trying to find leads.
True.
Because someone's had a conversation with a staff member or a spouse and said, we are spending way too much money trying to get leads. Where are they? So say what's in their subconscious mind and then give them a solution that they should read more about what you've uncovered.
What do you guys think about this idea? A lot of these companies are losing customers because of a lack of follow-up and staying in touch, and they don't even know about it. So the stats are only 1 out of 26 unhappy customers will speak up. The rest of them will fade away in silence.
That's a good one right there.
And I guess I need to turn that into a title.
The 5 reasons your customers are leaving you.
5 reasons your customers are leaving you.
And if you feel it's too harsh, put could be leaving you.
No, in a lot of cases, actually, they are leaving.
Then just say it straight
All
out.
the companies, they just don't know. They don't even know that they're leaving.
But then say a case study of like how one client lost X number a year and put dollar signs on it or percentages, right? Was losing $1,000 a year from lost clients and the one secret we used to turn it all around. Something like that. But put the pain first.
Around. Okay. Love it. Current example is a customer has about 20,000 customers that haven't placed an order within 5 years, and we're not reactivating between 20 to 50 of them per day. That sound like a good enough example?
Yes, but how much is an average client for them?
About $800
So then 8 times, how many did you say? 20 a day?
minimum.
20 a day over a month times by 800 is what? I would say they were missing out on X dollars a month with leads they thought were dead.
$500,000.
Yeah.
Woo, here we go.
Minimum.
$500,000 a month. That's great.
Not too shabby.
Yeah. But does everybody see what we did there? We talked about the pain because if I'm missing out on $500,000 a month. Yeah, I got to find out what I'm doing to miss that amount of money.
Jeremy's got a customer that's losing $17,000 a minute from downtime. When you hear that, obviously that evokes the urgency of paying attention to the next line item. This is the exact same program that when you guys heard my story this is the exact same program that you'd be taking then that what Amanda's teaching for this next one would be the exact same layout that helped me create that 8.4 million in 3 weeks.
Okay, so if you were to deploy a core story at a trade show, you asked this yesterday, I would highly recommend. It's absurd how many companies go to a trade show and they have no way to capture emails. You're working so hard to get emails online, and then when you get in person, it's just if they've inquired for something and they're testing something at your booth, then you're collecting their email. But you should have some shocking stadium pitch. You sell how to double your appointment setting in 30 days or less. I don't know if you can actually do that, but I'm just giving you a sample of a stadium pitch. Scan this QR code to get our free report, or case study of how this company did X, Y, and Z. So you're collecting emails. That's one critical place that majority of companies do nothing like that at trade shows. Do you normally have an opt-in at your trade show booth?
Do I? Oh, absolutely. Typically I speak at trade shows.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have a
Okay.
booth. And then we do have opt-ins. And another thing that we do with trade shows is I run a training for them on how to fix the follow-up problem for their exhibitors, which is a big problem for them. So we got and we got a book coming up on how to fix how to actually properly follow up after an event, which we would give the book to the exhibitors and the event managers and all that.
So typically what you do to get a speaking engagement is you would send a stadium pitch to the person saying, this is what I would cover, right? Title,
Yep.
here's all the things I would cover. That's where that stadium pitch goes. Then once you get the appointment, or once you get the booking for a speech, parts of your speech should be core story. And I'm going to show you the framework today of how to structure that core story. So while you're on stage, and then also there should be some kind of opt-in. So like you're saying, that's great that you have some kind of opt-in. How are they taking that action? Are they texting in? Are they QR coding? Are they going to a website?
QR code. So what we do typically when I speak, I have a QR code where they could download a checklist or a chapter or entire book or training that we share. And that's how we do list building.
Great. And they're opting in to get that.
Oh yeah. And we always collect phone numbers on every forum.
Great.
That's a big mistake a lot of people make, not collecting phone numbers.
Text is where it is at, right? It's 95 to 99% open rates. It's just absurd.
100%. And we try to follow up with them right away. There was a study that was done that was showing leads that are followed up with within an hour or 30 minutes have a monumental difference in conversion rates compared to people that wait for a few days and they don't want
I
to
love
be.
it. So then what do you have on your thank you page? Once they've opted in for that free report or that chapter, do you have a call to action on the thank you page to book an appointment?
I'll have to double. Yes, there is a call to action inside every email, every thank you page to book a call or get something else. And
okay,
there's-
from the text, as soon as they've opted in from the text, while they're there live, while they're ramped up, that thank you page should say, would you like to find out how this can work for you? Schedule a consultation. And it should have an embed of a calendar where they can just
That's
boom,
exactly
boom.
what we have.
Okay, good.
There's typically a calendar link, like people that download. I've got a template for a simple marketing plan template, which is for a core simple marketing formula. People download the template and it follows up with a 12 email training on how to fill this up. And then at the bottom of every email, there is a call to action to book a call. If you get stuck, you have questions about your thing.
So good.
And then, yeah.
Okay. You're going to love the inverted buyers pyramid today. It's great.
Another live clip from our virtual event. Now is your opportunity to join the Ultimate Sales Machine Bootcamp, and it's almost up. We're nearly there. So make sure that you visit usm.chetholmes.com/bootcamp. That's USM, like Ultimate Sales Machine, usm.chetholmes.com/bootcamp to secure your seat. Question: would you like to get up to 9 times more clients from the same moves you're already making? Would you like to understand a step-by-step process that has assisted 250,000 businesses to grow? Would you like to see how that proven timeless process gets adapted when AI is involved? Have you tried to deploy a Dream 100 and you missed the momentum or never quite reached the potential you knew you could? Now is your chance to make that change. The trajectory of your life can be altered and has been altered by those that have come to this boot camp. Somebody that buys a course, only 3% of them actually finish. That's really pathetic. That's not even tracking actual results. It's just attendance. So for our boot camp, 42% of our past attendees have generated leads within 30 days learning what they learned. So if you need more leads, this is the place to be. And 30% of them have generated more sales within the first 30 days using what they learned. It is a jump start. It's only 1 hour a week if you want. And then there's an additional 30 minutes open for Q&A and practice. So everything that you're building and you're creating, you can test with the group and get live feedback. I would love to see you there. usm.chetholmes.com/bootcamp.